What's going on, you guys? It's Kai Gamer back with another video. Today I want to talk about some of the stuff that's going on within Call of Duty. And before I get into that, I want to apologize to you guys for not posting in the last week and a half or so. I feel bad not posting and just kind of disappearing from YouTube. I mean to post more, but it's just been really busy with my schedule these past few weeks. And I've just been trying to balance, video games and work and all that kind of stuff. So I've just kind of taken a step back from playing video games for a few weeks, and that's why you didn't really see anything new from me. And I didn't really have the desire to play video games in general, so I really didn't have, I didn't really want to record gameplays and stuff like that. So I apologize for that. In the future, I'm hopefully going to try to stick to videos at least two. I would shoot for 2 to 3 times a week. I'm going to try to keep uploading. If not, definitely at least once a week for sure. But the goal right now is 2 to 3 times a week. Just because posting every single day, which I was doing before, it got a little hectic with trying to balance work that I was doing and, upload videos and edit and record and stuff like that. It just took a lot out, and it was kind of hectic trying to do it every single day. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to apologize for not posting recently and just kind of disappearing. But I want you guys to know that I will be back and posting more frequently, kind of on a regular schedule of 2 to 3 times a week, if not, one time at the minimum. But moving on from that, I want to talk about my subscribers. I want to thank you all so much for 400 plus subscribers. I think we're at like 410 right now, and that's just crazy. I never thought, I'd get to even 300, and now we're at 400. So, and back when I was at 320 subscribers, I completely stopped doing YouTube. I had no interest in it, and this past few months, I picked it back up, and I was like, I'll give it another shot. And I got another 100 subscribers or something like that, and I just want to thank you guys for that. I never thought we'd get 400 subscribers, so thank you so much, guys. And hopefully we can get to 500 and maybe even 1,000, even bigger numbers from there. I don't know, but I guess we'll see what happens. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for 400 subscribers. It means the world to me. But anyways, guys, getting right into the news. There's been a lot of things that's been going on with Call of Duty, and since I've been gone, or my absence from YouTube, you guys have probably already heard about it, but Condrey and Glen Schofield are no longer part of Sledgehammer Games. So they were basically the head of Sledgehammer Games, if you didn't hear, and they both left and took on executive positions at Activision. So they basically got promoted from their studio to basically running or being big parts of Activision. So now, not only are they going to have an influence over Sledgehammer Games, they're going to have an influence over every Call of Duty title, which is probably a disaster considering the World War II was one of the most botched releases and even games in general. Condrey said, or he tweeted out "Vive la Resistance" or something like that. I don't know. It was part of the Resistance event when he was responding to people asking about paint jobs. So it was under the impression that Domination XL, which was the 100-point domination, and the paint jobs would be included as part of the Resistance event. But to this day, there is no Domination XL or paint jobs, which is ridiculous. A lot of people expected that, and nothing ever happened. And the person who is now in charge of Sledgehammer Games is Aaron Halen, and so basically he is now the head of Sledgehammer Games. And immediately after he got in there, he went ahead, I don't know if it was him in general, but he ended up helping us, I guess, theoretically, because he finally put into motion the ADS sprint out time, and they finally buffed that in game. So if you go into the game now with the recent update, you'll notice that the ADS sprint out time is finally fixed, which Condrey initially said we're not changing because they wanted the game slow. And this guy magically comes to the head of Sledgehammer Games, and all of a sudden now they're fixing that. But along with that, they also buffed some weapons, I think, and nerfed some guns. They nerfed the Car 98K the M1903 sniper rifles. They nerfed the ADS transition times, so they kind of nerfed the quick scoping for people who like that. They buffed the base ADS times for LMGs, buffed base ADS transition times for rifles, but not ADS from sprint times or ADS sprint out times, in an effort to maintain a difference between the SMG and AR class playstyles. And for submachine guns, they buffed the base ADS times and buffed ADS in from sprint times. So now the ADS sprint out times match ADS from sprint times. So anyways, guys, that's basically all that's been going on in the past few days. I'm just kind of disappointed that Call of Duty essentially went down like this. This year was supposed to be one of the most hyped World War II games, or even Call of Duty games in general, because, it was the finally boots on the ground back from, jetpacking for the last 3 years. And, at every single turn where it could have gone right, it just went wrong. There was more criticism every step of the way. Even now, the game is unfinished. There's bugs everywhere. And it just doesn't appease people that enjoy Call of Duty. And personally, I couldn't even play this game. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I didn't really have a desire for video games, but especially Call of Duty. I could play PUBG, even though it runs like crap on Xbox. I could play it and have a blast with a friend. I couldn't play Call of Duty these last few weeks. It completely had no desire to play it. It's just it feels stale to me already. And, there was YouTubers out there calling it that people wouldn't even enjoy it, past the first few months that it released. And I guess that's kind of showing up now because people are kind of getting tired of it. That's basically what's been going on in the Call of Duty community. There's really not that much else news, but it is pretty crazy that Michael Condrey and Glen Schofield stepped down from their company Sledgehammer Games and basically took on new executive positions at Activision. So congrats to them. That's pretty good. It's good if you get promoted, but it does kind of suck for everyone who enjoys Call of Duty, because these are the guys that are going to be making the decisions, and you can't trust them with the decisions. But moving on to other news, a poll taken on Twitter from Charlie Intel. If you don't know who Charlie Intel is, basically they cover all sorts of Call of Duty news. This is where a ton of YouTubers get all of their Call of Duty news from, because this page is always looking for new Call of Duty news to post about. But they posted a poll from Twitter, and they basically asked what game we wanted to see from Treyarch this year. And there was Black Ops 4 with boots on the ground, Black Ops 4 with jetpacks, a new sub-brand of Call of Duty, and World at War 2. Black Ops 4 with boots on the ground, won with 62%, BO4 with jetpacks, a new sub-brand came in at 14 and 15%, and World at War 2 came in at 9%. So I'm guessing most people are more excited for Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 4 with boots on the ground. I'm personally not sure how they would do that with the last title, or the last title's campaign at least, being in space and having the boost jumps in the future and stuff like that. And how they would go back to boots on the ground. Maybe they could do like something from the past. I don't know how that would even work. But I guess we'll see coming up. And I don't really care what kind of game it is, as long as it's done well by Treyarch and as long as it's boots on the ground. I'm not a fan of jetpacks and futuristic warfare at all either. I like modern combat. So I think hopefully they do something modern. But even if it's not modern, I wouldn't be too mad at that, as long as it's boots on the ground, though. It has to be boots on the ground. And hopefully whatever they do, it comes out well. I know zombies will come out well. They always do great on zombies, so I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, so that's basically all the news that's been going on. There's been a change to the ADS sprint out times. In the game, Michael Condrey, Glen Schofield are now executives at Activision. There's a new head at Sledgehammer Games. Things are still unfinished in the game that were supposed to be finished. Domination XL was supposed to be in the game, and Paint Jobs were supposed to be in the game, both of which are still not in there. So yeah, kind of a huge letdown this year in Call of Duty, not gonna lie. Nonetheless, I'm still grinding. I'm still working towards Chrome camo in the game. I'm still trying to reach Master Prestige because I've never been Master Prestige in any Call of Duty game in my life before. So I'm going to try for that. And then after that, if I'll probably feel satisfied with what I've accomplished in the game, and then I'll probably just stop playing. But I'm not too sure yet, especially if there's new DLC and stuff like that. That'll keep me probably playing for a while, especially new DLC weapons. It's always nice to play and earn more weapons for Call of Duty, and it's nice they're adding a lot of weapons too. I do like that. That's the one thing I like about Sledgehammer Games and World War II, is that they're adding DLC weapons pretty consistently in the game. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down in the comments what you hope for Call of Duty next year. Personally, I hope it's Black Ops 4 with boots on the ground. Maybe a more modern setting. I think that would be cool. I'm a fan of modern weapons, so I think that would be cool. But really, as long as it's Treyarch producing, which we know it is, and as long as it's a boots on the ground game, I'll be satisfied. And it has to be done well, of course. It can't have such a botched release in game like World War II did. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm COD Gamer, and I'll see you on my next upload. Peace.